So before I painted, the bus looked like shit. Mechanically, it drove really nice. 3 days it sat. Went to go start it up after I painted it. Doesn't fucking want to idle. Doesn't want to drive. So now the bus flip-flopped. Now it looks really good, but mechanically it's not so good. Just check the fuel pump. We got pressure. I guess the carbs are coming off again. Fuck me. But Matthew, I bet you're really good at taking those carbs off, because you're taking them off at least a dozen times. Yeah. I'm just gonna go huff some gas fumes and try to forget. Ready for this? Ready? Come here! Pretty good? Master of the chickens, or what? I think so. Looking at a spark plug wire. Been meaning to change it. Here I am. So you see the carbon filament sticking out there. That's what it's supposed to look like. That's what it's not supposed to look like. You see that little black dot is the carbon filament. It gets bent over and tucked underneath that. And then now we'll cover that fully up and pull that down and we'll crimp it on. There we go. Finished. It looks a little lumpy because it's not taut yet. So let's go throw it on the bus, see how it looks. There it is. I gotta get a little bit tighter. But yeah, I'm gonna spray paint VW in the center there, and that'll be finished. Time for a beer. Okay, now I've got a full bed. Let me just put those in there, that'll be nice. Yeah. It's time to lounge. I could almost sleep if it was fucking quiet out here, but it's not. So Matthew, on a scale 1 to 10, how sketchy is that heating duct that you just put in there for the heat for the cabin? Scale 1 to 10, 250. You see those tubes? And that tube that I put underneath, that makes all the heat for the bus, so I've got heat now. Also, if you leave it running for a really long time, and you're in there, you die. So some of you may be asking, well, Matthew, why is that? Well, if you see this little box right here, this wraps around the exhaust. And if you have a leak in your exhaust, which I'm sure I do, it's blowing exhaust fumes right into the cab. And this, not weed, this is the reason why all the hippies that drove this were fucking brain dead. Goddamn huffing exhaust fumes all day, every day. Not cool. So next time you see a Volkswagen commercial and it says, German engineered. Germans engineered this shit. They want us to die. Hey, Matthew, what you doing there? Hey, that's in the wrong car, man. Brockport's like 27 miles away from your house. Oh, I know. And, you average like 43 miles per hour. Yeah. Uh-huh. It's also not really the best weather conditions out there, and I think you still got some carbon monoxide just coming into the cab. You sure you want to do that? Sometimes you just gotta say, fuck it. We're doing it! Guess what, bitches? We made it. Nothing to talk about. We just pretty much made it. No fire. Brakes still work. Had a lot of power. Ready to get her started up and drive home. Didn't bring a jump box, so hopefully it starts. Didn't bring a fire extinguisher, so hopefully it doesn't set on fire. And every mile I make it back closer to home is one less mile I have to pay for a tow truck. Safe underneath the pine trees once more. She did it back and forth. Not much complaint. A little bit more trustworthy in my book. A little bit more dependable. Maybe concert ready. Did you want to paint a car today or something?
What?
Did you want to paint a car today?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the weather said fuck you. How many times can you draw in a car with a pencil and not get yelled at? Just this one time. The best idea I've had, or one of the worst? Guess we'll find out. First flower done. It's coming along. Just kind of doing random stuff here. Random colors. Oh yeah. Bus may not have horsepower, but it's got flower power. Came home to a box full of seals. One of them, one of the pop-top seal here, which I've been missing for a very long time. And that'll help keep in the carbon monoxide a lot better. Really much more efficient gas chamber that way. We put our pregnant women to work here. No rest for you. What the fuck, are you carrying a child or something? Get to work. I got a 50-pound sack of rice in the basement I need brought up. No, you're good. Just gonna pan on our artwork and when life gives you an 80-degree day in the middle of fall, you move your bus into the sun and you start clear coating all that hard work that you just did. So you want to have a Volkswagen logo, but you don't want to pay for it, so you decide to spray paint it on. Here's what you need to do. You need to print yourself out 2 logos as big as you can get, and then cut out the inside parts. Then you tape your first one, that's just a circle, and you tape that onto your wheel cover, whatever you want to do, and you know, you do some geometry to figure out the center, or you just eyeball it, because I've stopped caring. Then after that white paint is dry, you come back, you slip the other copy in there that has that, and then we're going to spray paint black, and it'll probably look like shit, but, you know, I'm going to blame it on the chickens. And then if you followed my stupid-ass instructions, I mean, sorry for you, you should know better. You end up with a 20/20 paint job. It's good at 20 miles an hour, 20 feet away. And then you start getting closer and you go, look at this old seal here. Chewed up, cracked. I mean, the corner's just gone. So we're getting a lot of water in on the corners. We're about to change that. There we go. New seal. I'm going to close the door here and let the glue set up. Should I get a corner now? Oh yeah. Should be good. And with that all done, I think I got time for a quick ride. Let's do it.